matchup.
There's been a lot of those. The last few matches have been all
Gave you guys a nice break with some honest Slayer play.
honest. Super honest.
Some great, some lovely
Pile bunker, super honest.
pile bunker. Yeah, I didn't pile bunker enough, I think. But at the same time, it's such a risk against him because 2K is so active. But either way, so it doesn't seem like. Well, that throw's kind of a transition point. Knockdown.
Senpai is just like, I don't like this dolphin. I'm
Oh.
gonna throw you out of that.
He hit me with that so many times.
Just raw dust.
The dust in the court. Yeah, just
it's
charge.
hard to block. 'Cause
Charge
you're
stuff.
like,
Yeah, the orange flash is like basically made invisible by the. Oh, good dead angle. All right, now it's Jaden's turn. Ooh, man, Blitz is so whack.
Well, Senpai doesn't like these squeaky shoes.
Oh, this is big. Drops
Oh,
the
he
combo.
dropped
He
it.
would have
That's a
gotten
rare
a
drop.
huge knockdown there.
She does not normally drop anything.
Yeah, no, he doesn't. Big damage, and he would have gotten a very good knockdown there. Violent Senpai still has burst. At this point in the match, I feel like he probably won't use it. I think he's probably confident enough in the
Probably.
health. Oh,
Unless this happens.
Yeah, let's see. He might use it to
Good
get out
block.
of the corner.
Good block. I would have gotten hit.
Oh, he could have just probably vapor thrusted. Oof, scary. If May tries to meet him anti-air to air, he might have trouble. Oh my God, I knew it.
God,
When you
got
saw
it
the
baited.
RC, you can't burst.
Yeah.
Oh man, Jaden's so good at that stuff too.
You just can't burst there.
Mid-screen,
in general.
trying to burst an air combo versus Jaden is such an awful experience. It never goes well.
Everybody here has.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's gotten everybody here with that stuff. He's been playing for way too long to not have that sort of stuff figured out.
6 or 7 years on.
Yeah, he's been playing since Double X, I'm pretty sure, before AC. And May hasn't changed much since then. Like, I don't know how much her moveset's different, but she's still just all over the top part of the screen and still throwing dolphins. I mean, I don't know too much about her in AC, but I know that that's like she's always been hard to anti-air. She's always hit pretty hard. I mean, Anchor's hurt.
Yeah,
Anchor's
a little
hurt.
bit, yeah. She's
You'd think
canonically
Electric
probably the
Swords.
strongest character in this game, so.
I think she's very much like I don't know. It's hard to judge because for me, she's a very polarizing matchup. Because if I manage to like land the first hit, then it can be a really different turn of events. But I feel like her mix-up game, her ability to deal damage, and her ability to just fly around the screen and not have to face repercussions for it the way other characters do. Like if other characters tried to run around the top part of the screen like that, they would get anti-aired, right? But like it takes so much precision to be able to get in there, and I think she's in the conversation for top 5, at very worst top 10.
I would probably say top 10. There's just.
It's so hard to place.
There's
so many good
great
characters. Like Faust doesn't feel that broken at first, but he's so good. Like you would think
top 2.
Yeah, like you would think with a character like who relies on randomness, you would think it would be a lot more like he would kind of find a ceiling and then kind of get caught there.
Yeah.
But he's got a lot going for him. FDC stuff is
Then
really
we have characters like Venom, who like we don't see a lot of. Like,
oh yeah, I have no idea.
Venom,
I have no
like,
idea how good Venom is.
If you watch Japanese Venom play, it's very clear why Japan thinks Venom.
Why
is
he's
insane.
very good. Yeah, absolutely.
They have a lot of strong Venom players. They just don't travel a lot because it's expensive.
Yeah, exactly. Like really, only the people who are winning in big weeklies every
we'll
week.
We'll probably see like a lot of Venom like at Evo Japan and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. You see, there's an interesting like Japan doesn't have a ton of sins. Like I feel like Japan has a very different. They don't think he's that strong, but I also think it has a lot to do with the fact that like the newer characters I think get played a little bit less because so many people will just stick with what they've been playing in since the 2 decades that this game's been out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you've always been playing Eddie, why stop now?
Yeah. What I've kind of read is that like the fact that he has no Oki and that you reset every single time.
Yeah, I think it's a very similar reason why some people don't think Jam is that strong.
A lot of them actually think Jam is like A or A+.
Yeah, she's good. She's got a lot going for her in neutral, but I think for Japanese players who spend so much time doing like defensive setups and like just labbing things out, like Japanese lab monsters are revered in that culture. And I think with characters that don't get a ton out of that, because she has to use Oki for cards for the most part, I think it makes it a little bit limited. I think Sin has a very similar kind of problem there, where like you kind of figure out everything you need to know about him, but once you know how to work around like beat driver and close S and stuff like that, like I feel like he kind of hits a ceiling. And I think that's why like Machabo, even though he plays both, primarily sticks with Kai.
I feel like Slayer is pretty similar.
Slayer hits a ceiling too. I think.
There's a little more freedom because BDC is.
Yeah,
very,
he has
very
Slayer.
free
Slayer has freedom in that he's so unique. He can play the game in such a different way from the rest of the cast, but I think that also works to his disadvantage because sometimes those uniqueness, like the bits that make him different, are also like kind of hidden behind a barrier of like difficulty. Like it's not easy to do reversal backdash, consistently
That was a great backdash.
and stuff like that. Like there's a lot of like things that make Slayer. Like I feel like at high level he's really good. But that's because people know how to use the movement options well enough to be unpredictable, and then from there they can run the gambit. Uh-oh, Chris is walking around. What does he want? Hey, could you grab my payout? Alright, I'm gonna go grab that. Alright. And is that the set? No, that should be.
That is the whole
1-1.
set. Jane took it 2-0. Yeah. I think that's it, right?